you both kind of become pals before you kind of both blew up.
Yeah, for sure, really. If you go to JJ's first like 5 videos, my music will be in the back. I will never be bigger than JJ, and I never will expect to be bigger than JJ.
Yeah.
So I can accept that, and then being under JJ's shadow is better than what I could have maybe been on my own. The whole Sidemen diss tracks as well, they were never fake either. People think they were fake.
What, even like Harry to JJ?
Yeah, they was all real. I think the diss track period like really tarnished my name or what people think about me. This all led on to the whole KSI and Deji beat. People blame me for that, literally. People hate me because I'm the guy who started all this, and I still get it today. I still get all these like hate messages, which is the reason why I end up now doing Randolph Pokemon and stuff like that, because I'm like, oh, fuck all this side of YouTube. I'm just gonna go and collect my cards. My mum is literally the reason I have like expensive Pokemon cards at this point.
I actually feel like I'm sat across the table from an actual Pokemon master.
Oh, I am. And that card is like a $15,000 card in PSA 10 in the best condition, and I've been playing with it.
Let's talk a bit about New Age.
Go on, yeah.
Because that was a success, right?
The tour wasn't.
Can't imagine you sitting at home just busting out a bit of like folk.
No, I love that stuff, man.
Do
I love,
ya?
like folk, country. You're more likely to find like a piano at someone's house,
right,
or wherever you are, rather than like a guitar, in my opinion.
Are you? I don't know. I know you knock about the Sidemen. They got a bit of money, but anyone I goes around don't seem to have a fucking grand piano. What's it, mate? Oh God.
Nah, you got to suck them as well. You can't crunch them.
Really?
You got to suck them. Yeah.
I've never sucked a what's it.
Well, you've not.
Wow.
You are coming back to mine tonight, so you actually recorded it while
on helium. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, we're on helium the whole track.
How difficult is that? Because helium doesn't last that long, does it?
No. So yeah, we have to do like a line and then do another line.
Bloody hell.
Of helium. Of the song.
So many lines.
Hello guys and welcome back to Jack Mate's Happy Hour. I did the pause.
I love that that's become a thing.
Yeah, the little pause builds the tension.
What, as if they're not going to know what it is?
Yeah, they don't know.
You say.
We've got a big YouTube guest here, YouTube royalty, some would say. It's Mr. Bloody Randolph. How are you, Mr. Randolph?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. Thanks for coming on. We've been trying to make this happen for a long time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You sent me your Uber journey on the way here, and I was like, fucking hell, it's quite a way. Like,
it's miles, man. It's like 45 minutes.
In rush hour. How long did it take?
45 minutes.
Oh, fair. no.
Oh, wow,
wait,
man,
wait,
45 minutes.
Wait, because it's rush hour, I thought maybe 45 minutes would take like an hour and a half.
Nah, it literally said I was going to arrive at 5, and I arrived at 5, I think. So
there you go. We like a punctual guest.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if you've heard the show before. I know you do a show. We always start with the same question.
Okay.
What's your go-to meal deal?
I'm going to go to meal deal. BLT sandwich.
Yeah?
I'll go for a bag of Whatsits, I think.
Oh.
Or Skips. It depends.
Right.
It depends.
See, right, okay. So you obviously host the What's Good podcast with Simon Mint and Mini Minter.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of tier lists.
We do, yeah.
And
we love a good tier list.
Well, so do we, mate. So do we. We're no strangers to a tier list.
I watched it.
Did what the fast food one was it? It was one.
Laura obviously is like obsessed with your content.
Right. Big up, Laura.
She came and showed me a video where you guys are reacting to your Reddit. Actually, it's not a tier list; it was a Reddit.
Oh yeah.
And you had a meal deal picture, and it wasn't even a meal deal. That's the funniest shit. Man.
Oh, thanks, Laura, for watching my content. At least someone still does. No, but
tier list. Yeah.
What? Yeah. What did I say?
You said, have you watched your tier list, your fast food tier list? I guess.
Oh, right, fair. Because when you did your crisp thing with Simon, I was disagreeing with so many of your options. So Randolph went for Skips. Or like when I say went for, I mean you put them in a high tier,
well,
right?
Yeah.
Skips and Whatsits, 2 Maisie crisps. They're Maisie, you know.
They are good crisps.
They're the best tip. They're the best crisps.
They're the kind of like stick in your teeth type.
I love
stuff.
that. I love that because they last. You go on for about an hour afterwards.
That's why he has a beard. Just anything that lasts a bit longer.
Keep it in there.
Nah, you've got to go for big, thick, ridge.
What, like McCoy's?
He's a big McCoy's fan.
Yeah.
But they do smell, and you do smell like them for a long time afterwards.
Yeah, we know the story. Getting Bambino Becky in here, and the first thing I say to her is, "Hi, I smell like beef." Don't think she's ever quite looked at me the same. But no, you need thick crisps, hold the flavour. Whatsits, mate. Oh God!
Nah, you got to suck them as well. You can't crunch them.
Really?
You got to suck them. Yeah.
I've never sucked a Whatsit.
Well, you've
Wow.
not. You are coming back to mine tonight. So
love that.
What was I going to say? I've just gone. No, it was another crisp that you said you liked. I can't remember. Did you say you liked Quavers?
Oh yeah. I love Quavers.
I had a bag of Quavers on the way to the studio.
Such a naff crisp.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
they're nice. They feel airy. Like you are getting fat, but you don't feel it. That's nice.
Probably how I got fat. I didn't notice.
Breathing in calories. I like that. So you go for a BLT. you went what's it or skips?
Yeah.
What's the
and
drink?
The drink I'll go for probably like a Coke Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your healthy option?
Yeah. Now, what's your opinion on Coca-Cola though? Like
I think
between all three.
I don't like the normal Coke. I don't
No,
like it
I
because
don't.
it gives you that horrible sticky feeling
yeah,
on your
yeah.
teeth.
And like I know I'm literally just like pouring sugar into my mouth.
Yeah.
And it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, I don't drink sugar in anything other than alcohol now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
But I get way too much of that. The amount of days we've had day drinking, just fruity cider after fruity
Oh,
cider.
imagine all the sugar.
I'm just scratching my teeth by the end of the night.
What's your go-to alcoholic, Bev?
I like whiskey, you know.
Oh, you're a cultured man.
yeah,
you are.
yeah. So I also like my cognac as well, like my Hennessy and stuff like that.
Oh God, he's too cool for us. He's too cool for us.
I like Disaronno.
What sits and quavers knock you off a few points?
Yeah,
I think.
well, I beg to differ, really.
What is the What if you had to go for a chocolate bar? What are you going for?
Chocolate bar. You know what? I'll go for like a Kit Kat Chunky, you know.
That's not bad.
I do like
Yeah.
a Kit Kat Chunky.
Like a salted caramel one. Or
or
like
a peanut butter one.
Peanut butter. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best, yeah.
Have you ever had, going back to Wotsits, I know we're all over the
mm.
place, but we're still on the genre of food. Did you ever have the barbecue Wotsits from back in the day?
No.
They were good.
No.
Or prawn cocktail ones?
No, Simon always talks about the prawn cocktail ones, but I've never had them, never seen them.
Because he hates seafood, doesn't he?
He does.
But he likes prawn cocktail
Yeah,
crisps.
Yeah. But to be fair, though, they actually don't taste like
Yeah.
a prawn.
No.
At all.
No, I don't like seafood either. I fucking detest it. I think it's
Wow.
rank. You're a fan, aren't you?
Big fan of seafood, yeah.
What would be your last meal?
Whatever, if I'm going to die.
Yeah, if you were on death row,
Mm.
what are you ordering? You can have one starter, one main, one dessert.
God. Main, I'd probably go for some black cod. Some
What?
Oh, you'd actually go fish.
Yeah,
Oh,
miso
would
black
you?
cod from Nobu, yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And starter, I don't know, man. I don't think about this stuff too much.
That's what your podcast is.
I know. But
Yeah, but he doesn't think about death.
no, that's what's like thrown me here. Like, if I'm gonna die.
Why am I
don't know.
dying? Why am I dying?
What is black cod?
Black cod, I don't know.
Is it
Cod,
just
that's black, maybe.
is it just normal cod?
It's like normal cod, yeah, but they put this like miso sauce on it.
Oh,
And it just tastes so nice.
so
man.
it does actually look black.
I can't remember, mate. Look, nah, it doesn't actually. It looks. It's a white piece of cod with a bit of like a black, like
Skin.
yeah, skin to it.
Oh, I've never been to Nobu, but I hear you lot talk about it a lot.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it Nobu?
Yeah. It's
Nobu.
Nobu.
Nah, it is Nobu.
Is it Nobu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
I don't know. The
Shame-
only reason I've ever seen it is because of the E-Boys just did a video and ordered food from there.
Okay, well that's a good link because E-Boys are YouTubers and Randolph, you're a YouTuber.
I am. I do that.
This is
yeah.
what I'm here for.
It's a model pro, I am. Let's strip it back. Let's go back to the start. You've known KSI, JJ, for a long time.
Yeah.
Is that how you got into YouTube?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say I got into YouTube because of him. I was on YouTube at the same time he was on YouTube, you know.
Okay, so how did your paths cross?
So I used to be involved in like the FIFA community and the COD community. I would make music, post it to my YouTube channel back in the day, and I would just like try and figure out a way where I could grow the audience. So I would literally go to like content creators and say like, do you want to use my music in the background, or do you want me to create a song for you? And they would usually say yes. 'Cause I mean,
Right.
back then, if someone wants to make if you get someone saying, "Can I make a song about you?" You're like, oh, go on then. Why not? Yeah. So I used to do that as my method. And then JJ used to. I didn't know JJ directly at that time. I was doing. I don't know if were you like around in the FIFA community days?
I wasn't part of that community, but I've been on YouTube since day dot. Basically,
Yeah. So like, do you know Phil Potto or
Nah.
Barca Boy?
No,
Yeah,
it rings a bell, but
So,
I
yeah.
couldn't say yeah.
These are like FIFA YouTubers that I used to watch a lot, and I used to like give them my music to use in the background. And then I think JJ heard my music through their videos because he was a big fan of them as well. And then we
Right.
kind of like started talking. I remember the first time I spoke to JJ, and the reason we started talking was because back in the old YouTube days, you used to have like you could put banners on, right?
Yeah.
Banners, and you could change the background and stuff. And you used to be able to actually change like. You could do one banner that went on the whole page, so you could
Right.
do like really cool things. And he had a sick one. It was like a black and gold one.
Right.
And I messaged him. I was like, "Oh, bro, where did you get your banner from? It's sick, man."
Yeah.
And at that point, he told me, and he was like, "Oh, I like your music as well."
Wow.
And
So
then-
so you both kind of become pals before you kind of both blew up.
Yeah,
sort
for
of thing?
sure. Really, if you go to JJ's first like 5 videos, my music will be in the back of his
Really?
his videos. Yeah.
Wow.
So I think a lot of people think that I like came into this whole thing a couple of years ago just as his cameraman.
Yeah.
Like, when we've been mates forever, like, and when I was not in YouTube doing much stuff there, I messaged him. And I was like, "Yo, can I do anything for you? Like,
Right.
help you edit or help you like give ideas
Yeah.
or hold the camera?" And then that's just kind of how I got back into things.
That must
But-
feel pretty shit that you've like that you've known him since like day one, but people are just like, oh, you're just his mate. That's just like,
yeah, I got a lot of messages that was like, oh, he's just a cameraman. I'm like, bro, I don't know fuck all about cameras. I just hold it really.
We've got a question down here that's for later on, but I feel like it fits now. We want to know. We're going to talk about your rap career and stuff, and obviously you love rap music, but do you have any like guilty pleasure songs?
Yeah. Oh well. Again, like when you asked me about like what my last meal would be,
yeah.
I'm not very good at naming one thing. I
Right.
like a lot of things. But
what about a genre then? Like I can't imagine you sitting at home just busting out a bit of like folk.
No, I love that stuff, man.
Do
I love,
you?
like folk, country, like I love all kind of music, man. Like I'm the type of guy. I just like songs. If I like a song, I'll just listen to the song.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what genre it is. I used to like listen to Avril Lavigne when I was younger, like all the time.
What song?
Well, Skater Boy, really.
Just complicated. Complicated as a tune.
That was a banger.
That was a banger.
I like that
What
a
else
lot.
did she have? Didn't she die and then not really die? There's a big conspiracy
I've heard
behind
that
Avril Lavigne.
A lot of rumours going around about her. there's a lot. I think that didn't that come from Punked?
What? The TV show?
Yeah, wasn't she the one who got punked, but apparently it went too far. She nearly died.
No, I'm just. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a conspiracy that she died and then they replaced her with a body double.
Oh, shut up. Sorry, but Avril Lavigne is not that important. She's not
Wow.
Tupac. Do you know what I mean?
She's not. I can confirm she's not Tupac.
That's who they replaced her with. That's fine.
But I mean, with like Tupac and Michael Jackson and people like that, these big cult heroes, if they died, then yeah, maybe you'd replace them because they can be a bit of a cash cow. If you can get someone that can do a moonwalk, then Michael Jackson's label might go, let's throw this guy out.
I don't know. I feel like their like biggest marketing like ploy right now though is that the fact that they're dead. So if you were to replace them, they would lose the shine, right?
Oh, what? Because they make a lot of money like from the grave, don't
yeah,
they?
yeah,
like
yeah.
Michael Jackson's estate has like been booming since he. To be fair, I don't know how we got here. I'm just gonna check my notes here and
Everything
no,
you've got
Michael
into is
Jackson's
about
death.
death.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's death is not on here actually. Let's strip it right back and ask the most basic of questions.
All
Randolph, you always been into music, mate.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been obsessed with it.
Was you good at music when you were at school?
Not necessarily in terms of I was better than every other like kid. If they
In the
had
world,
it.
in the world. not necessarily. I was just better than anyone else.
little child prodigy. Nah, but like unless in my school, if there was someone who played like an instrument, then I'm not as good as them at that instrument, obviously. But like, say it's like my mate, I would be better than him,
Right.
like playing the keyboard or the recorder or anything like that.
Yeah, you weren't one of these people that fucked about on the keyboard. Like,
no,
DJ,
no,
DJ.
No, I did do that.
Everyone did
do
that.
Come on, I'm not a nerd, man. I still did that, but like, I'll be the one there playing Soldier Boy Cracknut on the keyboard.
Right.
Everyone's like, oh. I'm like, dum.
That is, you didn't need to know how to play keyboard. You just needed to know how to play one song.
What was that?
And then, well, no, like any song that people loved at the time. My first one was 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Got you.
Because White Chicks came out and everyone was buzzing.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
So that is one of the first ever songs I learnt on piano.
Wow. I
And
can't
then-
play any.
I tried to teach you Bo Burnham once.
If I could play any instrument, it would be piano.
Of course, it's like the piano or the keyboard is the main instrument in my opinion.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, also if you then go for a MIDI keyboard, you can technically play any instrument.
Can you?
You can play a violin on a keyboard if you want to, as long as you know the notes.
Oh,
innit?
right.
You
So
know
you're
what I'm
still doing that.
saying? Yeah. Obviously you can't.
You're not picking up a keyboard like this.
No, I genuinely thought that if you learn like the MIDI keyboard or whatever you said,
Got you.
and that
Hold on,
you can then just randomly play in here.
Don't say
tune the
he's like
banjo.
the old man. And you're going, oh, a MIDI keyboard, you say?
I genuinely thought, like,
you know what
why
it
does
is?
why does no one just learn that then? Then
Nah,
you've learned
no.
everything.
To be fair, but also if you learn music, like if you learn sheet music and all the scales and everything, you're closer to learning any other instrument because at that point then it's just to do with like the fingering, and then everything else like that.
Okay, right.
I think
I'm all ears.
I've always preferred piano. That's why I learnt that over anything else. But
I think it's
guitar-
the sexiest instrument. Like, I think if you want to try and swoon a girl,
Yeah.
But you
Then-
can't push one
Guitar,
around.
surely guitar is.
it depends. I think electric guitar makes you look like a bit of a wanker.
It does.
Yeah.
Acoustic guitar, you throw a little stone at a window and sit there.
Wonderwall's out straight away. You're fine.
You can't do that with the keyboard, can you? You
No.
can't really sit there with a chair and like.
You don't look as cool either.
Just dragging a stool outside a girl's house. Sit down, play it. No, I'd love it. A grand piano, a little suit. I'd wear a suit as well.
Yeah. At all times while playing the piano. I think the thing is as well, like the more accessible as well. You're more likely to find like a piano at someone's house
Right.
or wherever you are, rather than like a guitar, in my opinion.
Are you? I don't know. I know you knock about the Sidemen. They got a bit of money, but anyone I goes around don't seem to have a fucking grand piano.
Well, not a grand piano, but then one of them ones that sit on the wall, you know.
No.
Okay.
A keyboard.
Got yeah. Fair enough.
Or an app on the phone.
Drums. What's the appeal of drums?
I used to play drums. At school, that was my instrument. Yeah.
Right.
I got in a bit of trouble once because my teacher, used to have your drum lessons for 15 minutes during lessons. That's how they would fit it in.
Yeah.
And at one point, like, I just got up out of my art class and just walked out. And she was like, "Where you going?" I was like, "Oh, my drum lesson." She's like, "No, you're not."
Wow.
I've paid for my drum lesson. She's like, "No, not today."
Wow. Fair enough to having the balls just to fucking.
Well, that's not that's what you're meant to.
Oh, so you were supposed to have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good. You know what? I'm having a drum lesson.
You'd gone, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna go and...
No, I had a drum lesson and she didn't let me go.
I love it. Whenever we talk about a subject Jack has no idea about, it goes down the weirdest kind of rabbit holes.
I'm just excited to learn, though. But you wait, guys. If you think this has been a shit show from me so far, I will bring it back in the second half when we talk about Pokemon.
Let's go, I'm ready.
I actually feel like I'm sat across the table from an actual Pokemon master.
Oh, I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got tuned in later to hear more about that.
I want to mention one thing quickly before we move on. The teacher in that scenario has got a bit of a juicy story. So I is art class with a teacher, and they did a swap. So my teacher went to Australia.
Right.
Teaching at Australian school, and the Australian teacher came to teach in our school.
Sounds like a shit MTV show.
Yeah, literally, they just swapped. Like we wake
so
up,
weird.
we go to school one day, and we've got Miss McLeod now. This Australian teacher, and she was absolutely ridiculous, man.
Like bad?
Yeah. So we were making jitterbugs. Did you ever do that at like DT?
No.
Or art one? We used to make jitterbugs. So it's like you had like the vacuum wrapping, and you have to make like a little.
I have no idea what a jitterbug is.
It's like a little.
So hang on. Where's this school? Is this Hogwarts?
This is not Hogwarts. This is in Derbyshire.
Right.
South Normanton. Frederick Gents, if anyone's listening who went there.
Right.
Big up Miss McLeod. Yeah, so we're making like...
She's ridiculous. Big her up.
We're making these little things that would like jitter around with like plastic foaming or something. And she literally... We were going wild because it's like a supply teacher coming every day for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
We're from Australia.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck? This is amazing. So we just piss about. So I remember we were fighting. Like we had the nail files. And we was like... fight each other with them, chairs, like smashing each other with the chairs. I went on holiday once, came back, and my mate had, I built like a little box, and my mate had like put a hole in the box, and I got told off for it, you know, because obviously I was on holiday, so it's my fault.
This is like a therapy session for you, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm enjoying myself. It's great. Thanks for coming, guys.
I once put a hot glue gun up someone's arm and didn't realise how bad that was, and then they turned out to be my best mate.
Oh, that's at least,
That makes it sound like it was a weird twist in a film.
Well, you know Westy?
Yeah.
I put a hot glue gun up his arm because I thought it was like a candle. So like when the wax goes on your arm and then it like just
Candles hurt as
goes
well.
hard. Well, not really. Like if I poured a candle on your arm now, you'd go and then it would just solidify and you'd peel it off. It'd be quite nice, I think, like a face mask
try it out.
for your arm. Yeah. But I did it on his arm, not realising how horrible. But it just gets worse. It doesn't solidify.
No.
It's just hot molten glue, really. And then he stabbed me with a pencil, and now we're good mates. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Eye
what
for an eye.
connection. Yeah, exactly. Not sure if that has any connection to your Australian teacher.
Well, now we were just hitting each other with stools and that, and then she had enough, so she literally screamed once. She's like, "All right, that's enough," in Australian or whatever that is.
That was not Australian.
Give it a go.
It's like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, well, that's what she felt like. But now, so then she was like, we're not making jitterbugs anymore. Instead, as punishment, we're going to make gingerbread houses. And we were like,
What?
We were like, well, all right, then. That's way better than these shit things. So we just started making gingerbread houses for a whole year.
You should have consistently like kept upping how naughty you were being. And she was like, right, that's it. You're all going outside and building yourself a mansion. And you can have that mansion and sell it for whatever because you've been naughty.
Yeah, she was unreal. She wouldn't let you sharpen a pencil with a sharpener. You'd have to take a knife and like sharpen the pencil.
What?
Like,
Surely that's way more dangerous.
yeah, well, again, she was Australian. So I don't know.
Was your school a bit of like a rogue school?
It was completely fine, apart from this one weird thing where we just had a new teacher turn up from Australia.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing.
And you said you weren't naughty at
Nah,
school.
I was not naughty, but I was like the class clown, you know. I would just love to like. Well,
Yeah.
I was a bit naughty, really, but not like I wasn't like the naughty kids, you know, like beating people up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like,
Hot glue
I
guns.
would just like mock the teachers and stuff.
Right.
Were you still getting detentions?
I got isolation once because we were playing football with like year sevens, my cousin and that, and I got put in isolation for aggressively slide tackling one of them.
What? Did a teacher referee it? Like,
Well, the issue with me is that
Red card.
Isolation.
Nah, so like, I was playing football and I just slide tackled this kid and then he just told me off, I guess, and I got put in isolation. And the issue was it was prom coming up and they were going to ban me from prom. Anyone who gets isolation before prom, gets expelled from prom. So I was fuming. So I had to had to really like fight my corner.
And you got to prom.
Got to prom, yeah.
Fair play.
At the end of the day, it was just a slide tackle,
Yeah.
What I said to the head teacher, I was like, look, end of the day, we're playing football, right? If you're a 7-year-old, if you're in year 7 and I'm in year 11, just don't play football with us.
Yeah.
Just, if I have to get the ball, I will get the ball,
That's such a British mentality. I love that. If I have to go free, you can, I will.
Yeah, but the issue was that I had older brothers and sisters who all went to the same school as me, who were all better than I was at school.
Right, so you had something to prove.
Yeah, every time I'd walk through the door and I was a bit late, they would always be like, oh, Nathan was never late, or Paul was never late. And I was like, well, I ain't either of them, so I'm sorry.
Well, you called Randolph back then?
No, I was called Andrew. That's my name, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, where'd Randolph come from?
Right, well, people don't seem to understand this, but I think it makes perfect sense.
Right.
So, my name's Andrew.
Yeah.
Shorten that to Andy.
Randy Andy.
Randy, Andy, and then Randolph.
Oh, was that like a conscious? Did you sit down at one point and go, "I need a nickname"?
Nah, well, yeah. Obviously, when I'm making music, you have to have like a cool street name,
Right.
I used to go by Young J because my middle name was John. What is John?
Right. But did you not have that because you grew up?
Young J. I'm thinking
Like middle-aged J.
Yeah, Big J. Big J's not too bad,
It's all right.
Big J's all right. But I thought Randolph was unique, even though it is a name. It's not a common name, is it?
I said earlier, Randolph always reminds me of Recess. Did you used to watch Recess?
Randall.
Yeah.
Randall. Oh, Randolph. Yeah, no, you're right. Ignore me.
Randall.
Randall, yeah. The Recess guy.
Yeah.
But Randolph reminds me of him.
And
Not you. You don't remind me.
Little rat. Oh, yeah, you.
Randall was also the bad one in Monsters Inc. Yeah. Heskey time.
Classic.
A banger.
Yeah.
A staple piece of any British kid's upbringing, and probably a lot of other countries as well. I haven't done my research. Was that one of JJ's first real bangers?
Yeah, that was one of his big videos, I think. I remember at the time, right? You know when you used to have a YouTube video, and if it went on Reddit or if it went anywhere else, it used to say under the video where it's been on.
Right.
So I remember the video was like doing amazing. He was like, "Oh, it's gonna get 1 million views, all this stuff." And then it went on Reddit. Someone just posted it to Reddit, and he texted me, he was like, "Yo, the song's on Reddit." I was like, "Oh my god, that's so sick."
What's because as soon as you go on Reddit, does it blow up?
No. It's like literally, it was someone just posted it to Reddit, and underneath YouTube, it literally said, "This is now on Reddit."
Right.
So we thought that was a major deal, but it wasn't.
Oh.
Someone just posted it on Reddit and had like one upvote, and we were like, "Oh my god."
You've really?
Yeah.
Wow. What did he? Whose idea was Heskey Time?
So we actually did a song before that called Rather Fast Black Man. That was the first song.
Right.
And it never made it to iTunes. It's still processing to this day. It's on the icon, it's still saying like sent, like processing.
What, to iTunes?
Yeah, they never approved that. Because it's probably called like a Rather Fast Black Man. It's a bit of a weird song title.
Yeah.
But obviously JJ back in the day was obsessed with, the fast plays, and he used to do a series on it. So I just used to make a song. I made a song with him for that.
Yeah.
So that was the first song we did. And then we did Heskey Time after that. And then we did all the rap battles. I don't know if you saw them, like the football rap battles.
Yeah, they were animated, weren't they?
Yeah. Adsapaps.
Yeah. He did.
You had something by him as well, didn't
he
you?
did my icon back in the day when I had braces and I was holding up a little wanted sign for Sher Lloyd.
Different time back then.
Yeah, it was.
You've moved on.
What was you have spoken about Heskey Time before on this show, haven't you?
I'm Alex. Bloody knew all the lyrics.
They love it, man. Me and all them, like they love the song.
Yeah, it's gone down in like YouTube sort of folklore, isn't it?
I think they did a video where they were doing the e-boy applications,
right?
And I signed up to it, but in the video they were like, "Oh, if he does it, he's in." And I was like, "Does what?" And then they wanted me to do the Heskey Time, like rap the Heskey Time, and I didn't do it. I did some other like cringe skit where I was like saying, "I'm friends with the Sidemen. I'll give you all the intel if you can let me join."
Yeah.
But I wasn't aware they wanted me to do Heskey Time.
Oh,
So
when you meet like a lot of fans and stuff, is that a topic of conversation that they?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it depends. That like a lot of the kids now, or a lot of the fans don't know it. It's like it's.
I will be honest, yeah. Like I never really grew up with JJ's content. Like I know because I went into FIFA content.
That's what it was. Yeah. It's just, if you're into FIFA, you'd be there, and a lot of people work. It's football, isn't it?
But all of my mates and like even people that like aren't YouTube fans at all, like they will know that song and they will. Did you sing it and rap it and he lip synced
No,
it?
so I wrote the whole thing. I literally made the song. I did the beat. I wrote everything in it, and he did like one section at the end where he's talking about.
He does a bit where he's acting as Heskey, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's the part. Yeah. But no, yeah, I did the track, and then we worked on it together though. So he gave me all the puns. Usually when I work with a song like JJ or someone who at the time doesn't do music or anything like that, they would give me all the puns and everything they want.
Yeah.
Then I would like write it into the song.
Right.
So that's the same way me and Simon did a song about Dead by Daylight.
Right.
And I've never played the game before, but he would give me all the puns, and then I would just like write it into the rap, you know.
Fair enough. Do you kind of feel that you wish you whacked it on your channel?
Nah. Because at the end of the day, he had a bigger channel, you know. So it would have been better if it went on my channel. No one would have ever seen it. It would never be the classic it is today.
Any Randolph royalties?
Oh yeah, I think the deal was I get the iTunes.
Oh.
And he gets the video. That was the deal back then.
Oh wow.
Which and also, you know, it came out on Christmas. It came out December time on iTunes, and it was amazing because we got to number 3 on the hip hop iTunes store,
Right.
which back then was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, and iTunes went away for Christmas and didn't update the charts. So we got to number 3 and we were stuck there for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
It was
mad.
amazing. Yeah, we were just third for like ever.
Well, I'm not going to be a cunt and go, how much did that earn? Because that's not what I want to know. But do you know, out of the 2 platforms, who ended up? Because I'm interested because you took the deal. I want to know who came off better in that deal.
I think if I didn't take it off like iTunes and Spotify, it would probably now be doing. I don't know. It's like 10 million views, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But 10 million views on a 3-minute video is not great, is it?
Nah. But
So-
back then, maybe?
Back then, maybe. I don't
What
know.
year was this? When was
2011 at the end.
Was it? Why'd you take it off, man?
Well, it's because like I take a few things off because if I'm trying to like be seen as an artist or a certain thing, it's not that I'm embarrassed of the song. So it's the same thing with the Helium song we did with Simon. I changed my name to Randy on Spotify. So all my like comedy songs or all my features, like when we do songs like that, I'll go on Randy. And then
right.
Randolph will be all my serious
Yeah.
stuff. And it's not because I'm like not proud of the music. It's more so, say if I'm in like a meeting with like Spotify, obviously if I'm working with JJ and like Simon, those songs that I work with them are gonna get more plays and more like recognition. So
Right.
they're gonna go to my top 5 on my Spotify.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a meeting with like some like Spotify executive and he plays the first song and it's the Helium song, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" You know.
Yeah.
So even you know, so.
It's so weird you said that because on the way up I was with Alfie, who's out there, and he helps me with my videos
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. And Alfie's a musician first and foremost, and was way before I came into his life. But he did the Greg Paul song, so
Yeah.
for that documentary
Yeah,
that I did, and his label called him up once and thinking it was like an actual song that had put out, and they were like, yeah, weird lyrics in that. Like, what's it? Literally the first line is, "Greg, you've got a bald head." We just booked you for Latitude. Can you mind not doing that one?
Yeah, it's an understandable thing to not want associated with your normal music. Have you been on your Spotify recently?
I'm sure you check it every day.
I mean, you're saying it as if.
So I searched. No, not log in. I mean, you're specific. So searching yourself on Spotify.
Yeah, yeah.
I went on yours to try and find out when your first song was, the year.
Oh,
researching.
Oh my god, the jazz guy.
What is that? So for listeners, if you go on Randolph's Spotify and see discography,
Yeah.
you go right back, and it's like something in 2010 or something, or 2006.
Robert Randolph or something like that. Jazz guy, yeah.
Just some guy singing, and I was like, oh, he sounded quite good. I don't know why he started rapping.
I probably should care about this more than I do. I got it split I got it split at some point. So he was on my page. He's now on his own page, but some of his tracks are still there on mine. I think they got confused. And also his merch is on my Spotify. I need to talk to JJ's manager and get it just like cleaned off. But yeah.
What, is he still knocking about?
What, Robert Randolph? I think so. Yeah.
What, doing music?
Probably. It's probably like I've seen a surge in his place. The issue is that what I don't realize is that I'm always like, oh, people are not going to go listen to that 'cause it's not me. But when you play like shuffle play, it will
puts
come
it
up.
in, yeah.
So I need to sort that out. I'm going to do that right after
Please, if you ever do a tour with JJ again,
yeah.
can you just fuck off for one song and have that guy come out? Just start doing like a soul track.
New Age 2, KSI and Robert Randolph. But
Let's talk a bit about New Age
go on, yeah.
because that was a success, right?
The tour wasn't, but the album was.
Why was the tour not a success?
Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase. The tour was amazing. Like actually going out to see the fans, performing the music was absolutely amazing. I think more of like the business side of it wasn't as good as it could have been.
From a financial sense.
Well, financial and also just the way it was ran. I think it was just. Obviously, if you're someone who doesn't work with a label like we were at the time, you don't really know how to start. I don't know how to run a tour. So we will go to someone and they'll help us run it. And I think the team that we work with just got confused. They didn't really. So it's the same team that did all the what's it called? Will and E and Alex tours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that would have been the same people that were putting on our Happy Hour tour because it was the same people that did Will and E.
And then we didn't do it.
Well, but good,
I
good
think-
thing by the sounds of
I
it.
think they were better like for those type of tours, not really like a music tour. I
Right,
think
yeah,
there's
more
a
of
big
like
difference.
stand-up or comedy type
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the album itself, am I right in saying it got to 17?
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
the charts?
without any without any push. Like it was literally a complete independent project with me and JJ.
Wow.
To put that out.
Did you? You know how like before any YouTuber puts a video out, they have like an aim, what they think it's going to get. Did 17 in the charts, was that better or worse than how you imagined it to?
Better. We literally, this whole project with New Age, and I think people always get confused about this. It was never intended to be even an album or like something that was successful. We literally just two mates making music, you know. We were just in his room at the old like Sidemen house, just making tracks. And we're like, oh, you know, let's just turn this into an album, and then it just went from there. So that the whole thing was like, we found all the beats. I've got a good friend called Zishan. He's always at the start of my tracks. He produced it. He produced a lot of the beats. And yeah, it was just like a passion project, really. It was never supposed to be anything. So we didn't put anything into like the promotion of it or anything like that. It was only the week of where we were like, actually, this may hit the charts. So,
Wow. And is that, how did the charts work now? Is that just like streams rather than buys?
Nah, it's both. It's both. So it's streams and buys. But you'll see, and anyone listens to this, you'll see when someone's got a song out, especially like JJ recently, and he's asking people to buy it on iTunes a lot, is because the purchase on iTunes counts towards the charts so much more than streams do.
Does it?
So you'd have to stream a song 150 times. Oh, it's different now. So you used to have to stream a song 150 times for it to count as a sale. And that's a lot. People always say, I'll just stream it on Spotify. But I'm like, nah, like 150 times, that's a long time listening to it over and over again.
Yeah.
But now they've changed it. So now it's called freemium and premium. So I think if you are a premium like subscriber to Spotify or YouTube, like premium or whatever, you need 100 plays for it to count as a sale. Whereas if you are freemium, which means you don't pay for Spotify, it needs 600.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so if you don't pay for Spotify, you're listening to like say JJ's Music or someone you're trying to support, it's like 600 times to get one sale. Whereas on iTunes, I know obviously it's 99p or 79p or whatever. Not everyone can afford it or even has iTunes.
Yeah.
But that one sale there will count towards 600 plays. It's the same with Amazon. So if you can buy a song on Amazon or Google Play, whatever platform, if you always buy the song, it's always better.
Wow, so if you really want to support an artist out, then definitely go and do that.
Yeah.
And then that, to me, that proves that like fucking JJ doesn't need the money.
No,
so when he's asking
yeah.
for the buys, he's
for
asking to try and get up the charts.
For sure.
Fair play. What was the actual? You mentioned the tour not being like not the best ran.
I need to rephrase it really because I'm definitely not like ungrateful for the tour.
Sure,
we had the best time. We were both like putting everything into it every night, performing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But
what was tour life like?
Oh, it's sick. It's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
how many places did you go?
I think it was like 17 in the end. We did 17 tour dates through Europe and the UK.
Wow.
It was mad. It's just fun, man. It's just like we're all mates. So at the end of the day, like just messing around really. That's what it feels like.
Was there a lot of partying going on?
We'll go out, quite most nights. I remember one night, Bash, the photographer.
Yeah.
So we were talking about on Twitter recently, Game of Thrones. So the Game of Thrones, one of the episodes came out on that night, and we were at a club, and we were just there like, just can't hack it, man. So I remember we just ran back. We ran back to the hotel, put the laptop up with Game of Thrones, and had that on.
You know at the start of the podcast when you said you weren't a nerd?
What did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, no, I am a nerd. I'm a massive nerd. No.
Oh, maybe you did. Maybe I got it wrong.
No, I'm the biggest nerd, man. I mean, I think like one of my biggest downfalls in terms of like success is the fact that I'm a nerd, really.
Yeah.
I think if I went full into music and like, certain side of YouTube, I could do really well, but
see, that's what
I
think that's what fascinates me about you because like I memed you a bit at the Sidemen roast and that.
Yeah. I never mind that, by the way. Ever,
good, because I reckon you could kill me at one punch. but I love how you're like this rapper guy that a lot of YouTubers like look up to and respect, and then you do like Randolph Pokemon channel. Like they are the two most contrasting things ever.
I don't know, man. I guess we'll get onto it later as well.
Yeah.
But I think the diss track period like really tarnished my name or what people think about me.
Right.
Because I feel like I came across a lot of people didn't know me back then. Even though I've been around forever, man. So like if you're in the YouTube world, everyone will know me. So like that's why like me this I'm like just like always love making my music because of the Heskey time and shit. Yeah. I've always been around, but I've never been as big as the rest of the guys.
It's weird because I think I first knew about you. And this is no disrespect to you. I thought I knew loads of YouTubers, but I don't think I really knew about you until it was either whatever one came first. So it was either New Age or it was What's Good. It was one of them two, whichever one came first. So I'm
not sure either. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe even it was the diss tracks actually. Yeah. So why do you think the diss tracks changed the people's perception of you?
Well, I don't know really. I think I came across as somebody who. I don't know. Diss tracks are always a really tricky thing because they bang with views. They do really well. Everyone really enjoys listening to them. But at the same time, you are actually like going at each other and you're like damaging each other. So I think when obviously I dissed JJ's brother, you know. So obviously it's a bit of a sticky one. But I think a lot of people had this impression of me when I was doing like my reactions and stuff that I was just kind of like just dickhead, really. Because I have to, in a diss track, I'm being disrespectful to someone.
That's the whole point, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. When I'm reacting to something, I'm like, you know, I'm coming across like, oh, fuck this guy, this, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're doing that, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When in reality, I'm just like this, just a normal nice guy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. So I think a lot of people, that was when they first heard of me with the diss tracks, and
Right.
that image of whatever image they had, I don't know what that is, but whatever image they had stuck with them. So for them to then find me as someone who's maybe not as annoying as they thought they were, or someone who just enjoys collecting cards, or just like a normal guy.
You are an actual lovely guy, aren't you?
Well, that was proven in your roast, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the.
I couldn't do it, man.
I do want to just go back to diss tracks in a minute, but yeah, with the roast, like yours was just like almost like a compliment. You're like, I love you. I was like,
I couldn't
so
do it, man.
sweet.
I couldn't do it.
Fiona and Alfie watched all of the clips, but
Yeah.
I didn't watch any until I was actually until I was filming. Like usually, I might say, "Oh, I'm not going to watch them," and then I get eager and I want to watch one. But with that, I was like, "It's not going to work if I hear the roast
Yeah, for
twice."
sure.
And I said to Fiona, I was like, "What are the worst ones?" Because I was actually quite nervous. I was like, "What's the worst ones?" And she was like, "Joe Weller goes in. Josh Peters is going to hurt you," because he said about I ripped off one of his videos,
Yeah,
which I pretty much did.
Yeah.
And then she went, "And Randolph," and I was like, "Randolph?" And I was like, "What?" And then I was just trying to think, what could you have said? But no, you were so sweet. But going back to diss tracks, mainly because this might bang as a clip.
Oh, it will. You should just title something like "The Real Reason Randolph dissed Deji."
There we go.
He's giving it to you.
So, how did the beef with Deji come about, and was it real?
God. Oh yeah, it was completely real, man. But like, it was so weird. Like, obviously, you'll know this all led on to the whole KSI and Deji beef. And the issue is what I said to you a minute ago about people. You know, people blame me for that. Literally, people hate me because I'm the guy who started all this, and I still get it today. I still get all these like hate messages, which is the reason why I end up now doing Randolph Pokemon and stuff like that. Because I'm like, oh, fuck all this side of YouTube. I'm just gonna go and collect my cards. At the end of the day, that's what I enjoy. You know?
Yeah, and forget that you're actually a home wrecker.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But so it literally started as we did a Simon Sunday where we did Family Fortunes, right? And one of the questions on that show was name a dead YouTube channel. So I thought I'd be funny and just say Deji. Like I didn't know if his channel was dead or not. I had no idea. I don't look at his stats, you know. So at that point, I just said Deji because I thought JJ is the host. It's gonna be funny, that is.
Yeah.
And it was. Everyone was like, oh my god, you know. And then 3 weeks went by after we shot that till it came out. And then I was in Simon's room and he was like, oh, let's just watch his video. So we just sat watching Deji's video. And then in the middle of it, he goes, oh, and also fucking Randolph, man, like, fuck you for what you said about me in this video. And he was like, oh, bro, all you do is spend time at the Simon house. You know, you've got a wife. You don't even spend time with your wife, all this stuff. So I
Wow.
thought, but I wasn't mad. This is what people really on YouTube, and we were talking about it before the podcast as well. People on YouTube really love to like exaggerate everything that's going on.
Yeah.
You know? So if you say a joke about me on the roast, the Simon roast or whatever, people will like, oh my God, he's roasted him.
Yeah.
But I'm sat there like, I don't give a fuck because that's funny, you know?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do take things further. So at that point there, you know, I think, and Deji made his video, it was as if like, it just painted it designed the diss track route, you know? It's like the whole Simon diss tracks as well. They were never fake either. People think they were fake.
What, even like Harry to JJ?
Yeah, they was all real. No one had sat there being like, right, let's diss each other. You know, it's just like stuff where it's, you know, it's just YouTube, man. You just take it from.
But it's mad because some of the lyrics in those diss tracks, like there's stuff about drugs in there. There's stuff about personal life, and I was thinking like whether or not those lyrics are true, I'm not gonna speculate, but I couldn't like if I had a secret of you, Stevie, I couldn't even put it in a diss track. Because then it gives it weight. So like Harry saying stuff about JJ, like as an outsider's point of view, like I know like a few of you boys now.
Yeah.
At the time, I very much was separate. So I was watching it like almost as a fan in a way.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fake. This is fake. That has to be fake. Like, how did they let each other say those things?
So it's not like it's not fake, but it's also it's weird. It's hard to explain. So. And I'll get onto it with the same thing with the Deji diss tracks as well. It was more of like JJ went over to America. That's where it started.
Right.
He went to like chill with the Rice Gum and some of the Clout House guys.
Yeah.
And then he did a video saying I'm leaving the Sidemen. That's where that started.
Right.
No, he wouldn't have texted them saying I'm doing a video where I'm leaving the Sidemen. He'd just make the video.
Yeah.
And then someone would Ethan would then make a diss track back to JJ. But it's hard to explain like what I truly mean. But it wasn't set up. Like they weren't texting each other like let's do all this stuff.
Right.
It was more like just banter on YouTube.
Right. But they didn't know that so JJ wouldn't have known that Ethan was going to drop a diss track.
Nah.
Do you think it's easier to insult someone in the form of a song?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then be like, oh, it's only a joke.
Yeah, because it's a song. It has weight to it, but it doesn't seem as serious.
Yeah, I'm not very good with my words, which is weird because I've got a podcast. But I'm not sure how to explain this. But I'll tell you for a fact, it wasn't like they sat there and thought, right, let's make some money or let's get some views here. Nothing ever like that. But it also wasn't as serious as it got serious. I think things got serious as they did with Man and Deji. But end of the day, like, say if I make a diss track on you, or you did the whole the Sidemen song, right, where you're like Rascom is all this stuff.
Yeah.
End of the day, it's still a joke, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, whatever you think about Rascom.
I think Rascom's a cunt.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's not like you're not coming for him and being like,
nah,
fucking hate you.
If Rascom like called me out on it, I would be a bit like, he's welcome to, but I'd love it. But but I would be like, oh, come on, it's just fucking taking a piss.
Exactly. Yeah. It should banter really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've not, articulated myself well there, but it's the same thing.
I get what you mean
with the Deji stuff. So like, I say this thing in the video where Deji's channel's dead, just as like one word.
Yeah.
Deji,
Yeah.
Then he makes this video, and I'm sat there like, oh, okay, this is perfectly set up for me to then do a diss track.
Right.
I've never done a diss track before on anyone.
Was you a bit worried, not by the diss track, because obviously you can floor him with that, but was you a bit worried about even being in YouTube beef? Because it doesn't seem your image.
It's a weird one. I think it's just because it was music, man. Like if Deji done that video, and at that point there, I was trying to play the game. I was trying to play the YouTube game. The way to bang on YouTube is to take stuff like this. If someone mentions your name, if I make a video saying, "Oh, Jack Mate's a prick," you will react to that.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying about the Sidemen stuff. That's how it came about. Like, oh, you make a video on me, I make a video on you, you make a video on me.
Yeah,
and no matter how far it goes or how little it goes, at the end of the day, you're just creating YouTube videos.
Right.
And then I always feel like it didn't like. I don't know. For me, especially because I know Deji, it was always like a thing where I'll do a diss track, you do a diss track on me. But at the end of the day, we're still cool because we're just mates,
Yeah.
Like, I could do a diss track on JJ, absolutely rinsing him, and we wouldn't affect us personally.
Oh.
But I think that's what it was like with the Sidemen when they were doing their stuff. Like, I can't tell you a fact, 'cause I wasn't around then. In fact, I can tell you for a fact when they were doing the diss tracks, I was in the south of Wales on holiday with my family in Pembrokeshire, and I was like, fuck, like I really should be around because I could mix the tracks, I could do all this music stuff with them, and just fucking FIFA Monster was like recording all that shit. I was like, god damn it, I should get back. That's what actually made me get back into YouTube, the whole Sidemen diss track.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose diss tracks? I want to know who you think the best diss track was out of any, and which one do you or which kind of beef do you think was the most real?
In Sidemen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You couldn't pick?
Nah, the best, I think it's the Little Boy track that JJ done on Harry. It's probably the best song in terms of just like how it sounds.
Yeah.
But I think Harry did a good job against JJ.
Your mum looks like Kim Jong-un.
But that was the Rascom one, right?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Good afternoon. I love the way that it's so terrible.
Harry's
it's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. But I think diss tracks are a weird thing, man. They're so weird because, like, in my mind, they've always been just banter.
Yeah.
I find the whole thing quite a strange concept because, as you said, they don't talk about it. But if you said something on one of your videos that comes across slightly serious when abusing me, there's a fine line between when it is serious or not. But I'd text you. I wouldn't go to even if I did an Instagram story, I wouldn't imagine that you'd then post something. I'd feel like we just talk.
Yeah, but if we could bang millions of views out of it, we would certainly do that. If I knew that if you could make a diss track on me and would bang fucking 20 million views, I'd be getting you to do it hands down.
That's you. Yeah, but he's saying they weren't doing that. They weren't telling each other to do it.
Oh, right.
There was just no plan, no conversation.
I don't think that they would have been in it like, oh, we're going to make loads of money from this. But they would have been aware if we post it in this format, we'll get ad rev. Like, because rather than just calling them up and going, was you serious?
Yeah. And that's why I say to people, it's not like it wasn't fake because they didn't start it with the intention of making any money.
Yeah,
it's just YouTube. But also, the fact that it continued was where it was. They were okay with it, kind of.
Yeah.
I guess maybe some people may have. I don't know how JJ felt or how Harry felt or how I even felt. I wasn't really involved at the time, but I can tell you the fact that if you don't want the diss tracks to go on, just reach out. So for me and Deji, so it happened like this that way. I'm saying this word. I'm saying Deji on the game show. Then he does his video like slating me, saying I never spend time with my wife, all this stuff. Then I make a diss track on him. Then he makes a diss track back on me. At that point, there, if any of us wanted it to stop, I could have just texted him and been like, "Yo, this has gone too far now."
Right.
But neither of us did. So in my mind, then that's why I'm like, okay, we both understand the rules here. This is just YouTube.
Let's just keep going.
Fair. Did he say anything in his diss track that did actually hurt you?
Yeah, in his reply. So obviously, I the Manchild one.
Yeah.
When you ask me what's his best diss track, I still think that track is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think I grew up on listening to 50 Cent,
right?
And he used to like beef everybody. So that's why I was really excited to do a diss track. I was like, oh, my chance now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go in. So I went on that, and then they just went back. It wasn't more so that I was like offended at what he said. It was just the fact that he was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck your wife like a horse. Right. I was like, it's offensive, but also it's shit. Like, it's not. You know what I mean? Like,
He also said, I think it was. I think it was in that one. You ran hiding like you're Anne.
Yeah.
What? I don't understand what does that mean?
Anne Frank.
Oh,
you ran hiding like you're Anne.
Like you are. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mad. That was in the one to you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fair. What's your opinion of him now?
Thing is, right, Deji's a great guy. Like he's a very easy person to get along with, which is weird because it seems that everyone falls out with him.
Yeah.
But I think it's because as a person, he's just great. I remember I met him at an event once, and we just like, I've not seen him in years. Or maybe it might have been the first time I actually physically met him, you know, face to face. And we were like embracing, it's like hugging, like, oh, what's up, man? What's up? He was at the Simon House a lot when I was there as well. So we were just chilling and spending a lot of time together. So he's a really nice guy. I think the only thing that I may say, and this is not to try and like bring anything up again, is that it is hard for him being in JJ's shadow the way he is.
Yeah.
Because it's like a gift and a curse, really. I don't think he would have ever been as big as he is without JJ. Well, none of us would be. And that goes to like the whole UK, really, if you get, get down to it. But I don't think he can accept that he is JJ's brother. Like, so whatever he does, he'll always be known as JJ's little brother, which does suck. Which does suck, for sure. But that just is what it is. Like, I will never be bigger than JJ, and I never will expect to be bigger than JJ.
Yeah.
So I can accept that. And then being under JJ's shadow is better than, what I could have maybe been on my own.
Right.
But I don't think Deji likes that. So I think a lot of the time he can get teased, and I think, it does suck being someone's little brother who's so successful.
I've never been a fan of Deji for that reason, because I used to absolutely love all of JJ's classic FIFA videos and all the M&EK stuff and all that, and then he started doing the gaming stuff with Deji just in the background. He just really annoyed me, and then he did his own channel, and it was always a bit like he's just riding off JJ.
But you would like this is what I mean.
Exactly.
Like this is what you would.
But then you shouldn't then hate it once like he's only got a following because of that. Yeah, and now he doesn't like it.
I completely. I think you summed it up bang on. I think that was perfect how you said it. Like I completely understand why. Yeah, if you were Deji, I mean, fucking. People can meet KSI once and they do a video going, I met KSI. Like, I've put KSI in my titles all the fucking time. So if I was his brother, I'm going to be rinsing that all the way to the bank. But also, I would end up hating it as well. I guess
it depends. But like, I attribute any follower I get, I've said before, to you, and I'll never see an issue in that.
Yeah,
I'll never come to a point where I go, you know me as Jack's mate. Cool.
Yeah.
Look, cool. You know me. I don't care why.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
But I think if you're Deji, he might have like you never really had an ambition to be a podcaster or to be a YouTuber.
Got no ambitions at all.
Yeah, you had your own shit going on. But Deji might genuinely want to be a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But he can't break out of the shell of just being.
And he started very early. Deji's been around forever, man. So since JJ was first making videos, Deji was making videos as well. So he, in his own right, came from the bottom with JJ.
Yeah.
And JJ wouldn't be where he is today without Deji.
Right.
Or without his parents being in his videos. Because they brought a lot of...
Added it.
Yeah,
there's
for sure.
all them videos of him like whipping Deji and shit like that. Like, it's funny, but yeah, sometimes you need a punching bag. It's like what you are to me, I guess. Before we move on from diss tracks, what do you think as... very talented musician, what do you think is like the most important thing to remember when writing a diss track to make a banger?
I think for diss tracks specifically, you have to actually remember you're dissing somebody. And this is where a lot of American artists or YouTubers will differ in their opinion. So a lot of their opinions, like the Quadeca and the Crypt and everything, they will make tracks and they will focus on the track being like a banger. Whereas for me, it's like if I'm gonna make a diss track, I want every line to be like going at you as hard as I can. Because at the end of the day, that's what gives it the wow factor, doesn't it? Like, oh my god, he said what? You know, so you just got every line you got to like be going in on them. Obviously, it's still gonna be a good track as well. It's still gonna make it sound, you know, enjoyable and you know, it's as a song. But at the end of the day, you got to go hard on them.
Do you think that's why a fake diss track wouldn't do as well? Because you're going to pull your blows. You're not going to go all in. If you've planned it, you're not going to say these things that you're a bit like, oh, probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
At the end of the day, though, you can take something small that doesn't affect the other person and still make it sound like it's a hard like line.
Yeah.
You know, like just the way you say it or like in the inflection of your voice and stuff. But I think the Deji stuff, like my first one was like when it was really hard, like really intense diss track. But I don't think it was ever like, you know, affecting him. And then he did one back on me. And then my final one is one that I'm not really still like too proud of. It's still a banger and track, but I probably at that point there went too far over the line.
Oh, what, to him?
To him, yeah. That's why I never put it on Spotify. Like I put it on Spotify and I took it off straight away.
Did you?
Yeah. Which I probably shouldn't have done because it had
make some more money.
Yeah, like 10 million.
That shows you're a nice guy, though.
I was very uneasy. That whole period, I was very uneasy at that point.
Yeah,
I was like, what am I doing here? Like, I got too far into it, stuck into it. Like literally. So I make the video with the Sidemen. He makes his video. I make my first diss track. He makes his diss track. At that point, there it was all like, oh, this is just YouTube diss tracks. We're just making these for videos. It's just jokes. You know, we can still go back to like talking to each other and all this stuff. Not too personal. And then when he made his. And then I made my second one. After that, I was like, yeah, I've taken this too far. I shouldn't have done this now.
Oh, you think you took it too far?
Oh, for sure. Well, I think we both did.
Yeah,
I think we both did. You know, we both didn't need to take it that far.
Two-way thing.
Yeah.
Fair.
And then I just wish he made a diss track back on me rather than making the one on JJ, because that's when it all got like, you know, pretty serious then.
Fair play. I think you handled yourself all right though. You spoke well on there. There we go. We'll go for a break there. After the break, it's going to be Pokemon time. Come back after this.
I'm excited.
Hello guys and welcome back to Jack Mate's Happy Hour podcast. It's going to be a long one today. It's going to be a long one. We're still here with Randy.
Yo.
Randolph. I know he was going to talk about games, but something I did want to ask you was about it's not so new now, but you recently released Helium.
Yes. Yes.
I fucking love that.
You like it?
Mate, I honestly love it. Like I remember Fiona was out and she got back late and I was like, Fee, like she was tired. I was like, you have to watch this video. And then not only that, it's not just a song, which I think is sick. The music video is next level.
Con smashed it, man. So Con smashed it. We put a lot of pressure on him because it took him a while.
Right.
But to be fair, it was also during like COVID, so a lot of the editors, you know, weren't necessarily working in their own stations. They had to go home and stuff. So we were like, Con, where's the video? So we had JJ on a podcast.
Yeah.
And obviously JJ and Con have worked together a lot with music videos.
Right.
JJ always puts a lot of pressure on him. So we got JJ to put pressure on him on the podcast. It was finished, but Con smashed it. It was
worth
so
it.
good.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well good. I watched some random guy like react to it and talk about it, and he was like, I think he was like a producer or something, and he said that you actually recorded it while
on Helium. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, we're on Helium the whole track.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think it was edited afterwards?
I was like, it's just been like Akon Lonely, like it's just been like put up. But
we didn't want to like make it. We didn't want to make it obvious that we did like record it with Helium because we didn't want anyone to go and copy us and like I don't know, something bad happen. So we never like said, oh, you know, this is on Helium, but we did it on Helium.
Wow.
So we did a video for my channel a while ago at Simon House where we would just freestyle on Helium just for fun. And then at the end of that, we went into the studio. Went onto my microphone and we recorded a slow motion like remix on Helium. And it was the way like the Helium interacted with the auto-tune. We were like, oh, this sounds sick, man. It sounds really good. So that's why we ended the Helium song.
How difficult is that? Because Helium doesn't last that long, does it?
No, so we have to do like a line and then do another line.
Bloody hell.
Of Helium. Of the song.
So many lines. So difficult.
We're up all night. Just So what was the best bit of the video? Because I really liked, what bits did I like now? Because
the air balloon was the best bit for me.
That's decent. But I really like the effect that Con did with the like handheld balloons. So like your head is like they're so good. Like it's mad. But
there's a lot of green screen work. Like, your whole body is like with green screen. You have to just sit there like miming, you know, without moving and stuff.
Con is like next level, isn't he?
He's so good, yeah. He's really good.
Is that who does he do like all of JJ's videos?
A lot of them now, yeah. It's not the last couple,
right?
But I think he's doing one. So
yeah, I've been chatting to him a bit, trying to get him on the podcast because I think he'd have some mad stories of how he. I've literally been like his channel. Have you been watching his content?
Yeah.
Like,
he's one of the best content creators in the country, really.
Yeah, but anyway, from one YouTube channel to another one, Randolph Games.
Yes,
we mentioned in the first half of the show that you're like this trendy rapper. Sound like a dad
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Sound like a dad. And then you've got this other side to you. That's like the big lovable nerd.
Yeah.
You play games. Talk us through Randolph Games. What kind of stuff are you playing over there at the minute?
So now I've changed it. So I did do Randolph Games where my Pokemon stuff was.
Yeah.
But now I've changed that to just Pokemon.
Yeah.
I made a new channel for Randolph Games. So at the minute I'm playing like I started it because again like I know a lot of people give like Simon a lot of stick sometimes, but he is literally one of the best content creators in the country. He just so smart with the way he puts out videos and entertaining videos. So he started his thing called Minimeter Clips
Yeah.
or MM7 Clips or something like that, where he just posts clips from his stream.
Right.
Which is still great content, but it's wasted, for those who don't watch the stream.
Yeah.
So he like repurposed that, edits that, and puts it on his clips channel. I don't know. Josh did the same, and I was thinking, oh man, I should do something like that where I stream and then I take the clips away from that.
Yeah.
So that's why I started Randolph Games as a channel to put all that content on there, but also it won't just be stream clips; it'll also be stuff that I pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But it's just because I don't have like a gaming channel, so I can't make a second channel of a gaming channel.
What's your favourite game of all time?
Oh, Pokemon,
Okay.
like the whole franchise, yeah.
All right, we'll go there. We'll bloody go there.
Do you have a specific Pokemon?
Oh, come on. You got to leave that to the end, Stevie.
Ignore me then.
Sorry, yeah, I will ignore your question.
I love being here.
Did you mean specific Pokemon or Pokemon game?
Game.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah. Do you
yeah.
have?
Oh, okay.
I will answer your question, Stevie.
Only answer it if he asks. Go on.
My favorite games are the Gen 3, so Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Oh wow.
Good
Favorite
games.
I remember when I was younger, I got Sapphire from America when I was over on holiday, and I brought
wow.
it back, and I was like one of the only kids that
Wow.
had it. Yeah, and I felt like a boss. Was that the one with Sapphire had that flying thing on the front?
That was
Caillou.
Oh shit!
that
What-
was Lugia, I think. Silver.
You're thinking of
Oh.
Silver. No, well,
Oh,
it had.
maybe then. Yeah.
Sapphire
Sapphire's
had
Kyogre,
the
blue.
yeah.
Yeah, blue one. Because
So-
it's a Sapphire. Yeah.
In the new gens,
Mhm.
do you still rate the Pokemon as much as in the?
Yeah, I do. And I'm actually of the opinion, like, I don't like the people who are the whole Gen 1ers, which I'm assuming you are one.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
But they're just trash, man. Like, listen, some Pokemon are great, but you can't tell me stuff like Poliwag is a good Pokemon.
No, I think it's
Voltorb or Muk.
It's absolutely
Grimer.
full of nostalgia. I think.
Yeah, but that's it though. It's not the Pokemon designs themselves.
But
Like,
some of the ones now are mental.
Washing
no, you say
machine,
that.
man.
You say that though. Like which name me one.
I don't really play it anymore. There's a sword, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's literally just a sword.
Well, it's not. It's
with
a ghost
eyes.
Pokemon. So the Pokemon has like taken over the sword as
Okay.
its device.
There's a story.
What?
behind
So
it.
what makes a good Pokemon for you?
Which looks cool.
Yeah, well, the older ones like Voltorb,
Nah,
he
come
looks
on.
cool. He's
It's
a Pokeball.
It's a Pokeball.
Yeah, that is a bit
But
wank.
I like-
of all the ones to choose.
But I like anything. Are we still talking? What was?
I liked in the second lot. I like the legendary dogs. They look cool.
Entei, Suicune, Raikou.
I feel like in the last ones or the most recent gens, they kind of run out of ideas. So they're kind of like, oh, we'll do a washing machine one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do get you, but also it's just not the way it is.
What about this then?
Gundam.
The fucking teacup one.
Well, again, that's a ghost.
So what? So if it's ghost type, it can be anything. So if
Yeah,
Voltorb
that
was a
is-
ghost, would you be cool with
Yeah,
it?
because it's taking the life of a Pokeball. It
Oh.
can't just be an electric Pokeball. What is it?
Oh, so for you, every Pokemon's got to be based on kind of an animal or a creature.
Well,
But-
they are. But they actually are. So like the it's not a ghost Pokemon. It's literally a ghost Pokemon that uses the cup as its house. So, like a snail,
Oh.
you know. So it flies around and it's using the cup. The cup's not the Pokemon. The cup's
Right.
an object. The Pokemon's inside it. So there's also an Applin.
Yeah.
It's not an apple. It's a dragon that's inside the apple walking around.
What?
Yeah, so it's like people are always like, oh, they've made an apple. Nah, they've made a little dragon that is using an apple because you know what worms go and eat apples, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the concept. Come on.
But it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Why can't it be a worm Pokemon?
It's a dragon. Sure. It's a dragon grass type.
They've already got like
But listen-
Weedle, haven't they?
I do obviously love all the Gen 1 because of the
Mm.
nostalgia. But it's annoying that people don't give the new games a chance because of the designs.
Right.
When you do actually delve into the design, you look at the history and the lore behind why they were designed. It doesn't make sense. You know?
What in your opinion then? What's the shittest Pokemon they've made?
Oh, do you know Panpour?
No, what one's that?
So in Gen 5, I believe, they introduced 3 elemental monkeys. So it's 3 monkeys with 3 different types. A
Right.
grass one, a water one, and a fire one. Panpour, Pansage, and Panseer.
Right.
And
I do know
and
those
they
names.
evolve into Simisage, Simipour, and they're the worst Pokemon to ever be invented.
Is that to play with on the game
Well,
or
everything.
just the design
Well,
of it?
the designs mainly.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're also not great either as Pokemon.
Were they hard to get?
No,
Or were
they
they?
literally give them to you. They're awful. I hate talking about them.
On the actual, let's talk about the game for a bit
Yeah,
before we
yeah,
move on
sorry.
to the cards. It was what did you say was your favorite again? Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby.
Yeah.
Why were they your favorite three?
I think for me, I was obviously growing up. I got into Pokemon really young because my brothers enjoyed it. My parents actually enjoyed it. My mom enjoyed it as well.
I watch your Pokemon channel, and you
Yeah.
talk about your mum a lot.
My mum is literally the reason I have like expensive Pokemon cards at this point, because whenever she would, so we had a neighbor who used to be a Pokemon professor, right? Not a real one.
right.
What's
Okay.
the road? Live next door.
My uncle. No, so he used to run like a Pokemon club, and he was affiliated with Pokemon as like a Pokemon professor, which means he can run the official leagues. You can go there, you can play, you can have like sanctioned events.
Right.
So he used to run it at a Pokemon club he used to go to in like a village hall, and we were neighbors. So he would get all the first boxes, from the suppliers, originally. So my mum used to buy loads. We just used to go across to Russell's house, that's his name, and just get some Pokemon booster boxes and just open loads. And my mum was so particular with the way we had to hold the cards, sleeve the cards, and then put them in a binder, which is literally now the main reason they're worth anything is because of the condition. Like I get so many messages like, "Oh, do you want to buy my Charizard?" and it's just beat up. I'm like, you have to understand that these are nostalgic. They are worth money, but only if they are pristine, like in Gem Mint 10 or PSA 10,
So
etc.
was your mum doing it because she knew they'd be worth money in the future?
I don't know if she knew they would be worth money. I just think she recognized them as collectibles rather than as to be played with.
Right.
Which is obviously their intention. You're supposed to play with them. So
Yeah.
my issue, and this is a great story, is that there's one card, and it's the first edition Neo Genesis set, which is my favorite set of all time. And in this set, there was a Typhlosion card, which I loved. And I was like, Mum, I want to play with this card. She's like, you can't. You have to leave it in the binder. And I was like, it's perfect in my deck, Mum. It's like, it's a fire deck. I need this card. She was like, right, the only way you can take it out is if you take a piece of paper, write Typhlosion, and put that in the binder. And whenever you're done playing, you put it back in. So if I'm playing with it, I take it out, use it in the deck in a tournament. When I'm not, it goes back into the folder. In my binder now, like you go to that page and it's still there. I've still got like the little Typhlosion written there. And that card is like a $15,000 card in PSA 10 in the best condition, and I've been playing with it.
Oh, so is it not PSA 10 now? You've been playing with
I've got it at PSA right now.
Right.
And I'm waiting for them to grade it. I think it's going to be like an 8 or a 9.
So for anyone who doesn't know, do you know what PSA is?
Not really.
Yeah, explain what that is.
So PSA is a grading organization in America, which started in sports cards. So they stand for professional sports authenticators.
Right.
So baseball cards, basketball cards. They would first of all authenticate them to make sure they're real. Obviously, there's a lot of counterfeits around. So they'll make sure it's real, but then they'll also give you a grade on the condition of the card. So like they'll look at the centering, like if it's printed in the middle or if it's like printed like to the left a little bit, because you have to remember the way these are printed are on like massive sheets, and they cut them to get them into size.
Right.
So a lot of them get miscut or like off cut and stuff like that. So they look at the centering, they look at the edges if they've got any like whitening or any like the cardboard's folded in a bit, scratches on the hollow foil. They look at that, and then they also look at just the surface of the card in general. So they mark all these things and give you a grade, and it's a way to have like an actual. Like if you say to me, I've got like a mint Charizard. I don't know. That means nothing really. Because, we don't know.
It's our own opinions of
exactly,
the mint. Yeah.
Yeah. So now if you get a PSA 9 mint Charizard, I'm like, okay, that is a mint card.
Right.
So PSA.
So you can get a mint 9.
Yeah, mint 9.
So why not a 10?
10 is gem mint, like diamond, like gem mint.
Oh.
So 10's the best you could ever have
in PSA. There are different grading organizations, but these are the best ones.
How annoying would it be to go, I've got this perfect card, and you send it off and I go, slightly out of center.
Yep.
It's not even your fault.
Yeah.
It's like you just happen to get a bad card.
So the issue is a lot of people will be like, this is a pack fresh card. I'm like, it doesn't really mean much in terms of like PSA, because it could be printed bad. You could have print lines from the factory. The way they put it in the packs, it could like have a bit of damage on it. So just the packs you've got there, not to spoil it, they might not be PSA 10s.
Really?
And that's just the way it is. And then in fact, the most expensive cards are expensive because of the way they come out of the pack. Like the Typhlosion I was talking about there, the reason it's like $10,000, $15,000 is because there are only 10 in the world that are on PSA 10.
Wow. How do you know how many there are?
They've got a a population report. So you go on the website and it'll tell you how many of each grade there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's 10 in the world and you've got one?
No, I've got one. I've got 3 of the raw card.
Yeah.
And they're at PSA now.
Right.
I could have a PSA 10. It's very close.
How do you know, and I imagine this is a silly question, but how do you know that when you send them to PSA, there's not going to be some guy there that's like, fuck, that's a good card now, I'll keep that?
I think just because the reputation. I think that they are the best at the minute because of their reputation. They're so big that you just trust them.
And it is stealing. Like it's his job.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, you have insurance on it and stuff like that when you pay for it.
Oh, do you?
It costs money to get graded. Obviously, that's how
Right.
they run their business.
Is
so
that expensive then?
It's around. Hold on, it's around £10 per card. If anyone listening does want to go out and get their cars graded, go to gradedgem.com. There you go.
Class. How many cards do you
Hmm.
think you've got?
Well, in like thousands, really.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of the commons. I've still got like a lot of the old commons is in a binder at my mum's place.
Because that's what I mean. Like when you buy these on your channel, like you buy these big booster packs, you go
Yeah.
through all of them. Like I remember that when I first got my merch come through a couple of months ago, I spent a night, probably like 4 hours, just packaging them all. And
Yeah.
to keep me company, I put on one of your videos where you was unboxing it,
Yeah.
and it was like a 2 hour long video or something mad,
yeah.
and you were going through them. And then you're obviously picking out the best ones,
Mhm.
put them aside, put them in a binder, and then 99% of the cards are just going to be like common
Yeah.
shit, right? So you throw that. What do you do with them?
So
I
I-
imagine at your house it's like
Yeah, we have so many. Like,
Yeah.
so my wife Laura now runs this business with me. So we've
Right.
got the channel. She edits every single video, but she also runs the store. So we've got a store now. So it's called PokeRand.net.
yeah,
Like Pokey Randolph,
yeah,
great name. And we now sell the bulk. So all the commons and uncommons, we'll put them in a pack of like 100 cards, and we'll just sell them as bulk. So anyone who wants to like maybe fill their binder up but doesn't want to spend like money on the packs, they'll just get like 100 common, uncommon cards and rares actually, and just put it in.
and they don't know what they're getting.
No,
basically.
they don't know what they're getting. Yeah,
But
Just
That's
random
quite
ones.
nice though. Like,
Well, and sorry, but so would that be cheaper than like buying pack?
Yeah. Obviously, you're not going to get like a rare,
Mm.
or you're going to get a rare. You're not going to get like a shiny card in this bundle. but
Yeah.
they know that when they buy it. You know, so
Oh,
it's like
okay.
I want to get these 100 cards to fill my binder. I might have a few common, uncommon ones, and we'll just slot them in.
How much would that cost you?
I think £7. I think we're selling for.
Oh wow!
So it's pretty good for 100. You get 10 cards in a pack,
Yeah.
pretty much, and then so we sell like 100 for like the price of like 2 packs or something.
Oh, fair.
So it's pretty good.
So sorry, what was you going to say, mate?
I didn't say anything. I just said it's quite good. Like,
It's a good
to-
way.
yeah, because like there's no guarantee you're going to get anything good in those.
No.
But for that amount of money,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at least you know what you're getting in advance.
Yeah.
To an extent, but
Yeah.
then you still get the surprise.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
I can't throw them away. I literally love Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
and a lot of. So recently I'm taking a break on my channel to figure out what I want to do with the content and try and improve it.
Yeah.
But a lot of popular Pokemon content creators, they do this thing called like flip it or rip it, whereas like they'll get the last card, the rare card, and they'll have to guess like I'm gonna flip this card and keep it, or I'm gonna rip it. And like sometimes you can rip the rare card, and everyone's oh Randolph, do this video, it's so fun. But I'm like, I literally can't rip a card, whether it's a common or not. I can't rip a Pokemon card; it'll just hurt me. It's just I can't on one end be like, oh, I'm looking for a PSA 10 perfect condition, and then rip a card.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. I
Yeah.
just can't do that.
Fucking hell. What's the rarest card in the world?
The rarest, I'm not sure about the rarest exactly. I should know this, and I do know, but recently there's one sold for $250,000. And this is an Illustrator card, a Pikachu Illustrator card. That is known to be like the card in the hobby. And it's like it's a promo back in Japan in like 1998, I think it is, where it was like literally an Illustrator contest where you draw
Yeah.
this. And there's a very minimal amount of them made.
How many do you think were made? Do you,
There's a number that I should know, but I'm a collector where a lot of people geek out on these promo cards.
yeah.
But it's a type of card where I know I'll never own it,
Right.
so I haven't researched it for that reason. Because
How do you know you'll never own it?
Well, I may own it
Yeah.
actually in the future, but like I don't want it to be one of my goals because it's just too expensive.
Yeah.
It's too ridiculous. So I'd rather not know, because if I start learning about this card, I'm going to want this card.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not know, not know
fair.
yet.
I always hate thinking back to when I had Pokemon cards because obviously we all loved Pokemon as kids.
Mm.
I hate thinking back and going, I used to have a really good card that I thought was good. So can you remember getting the Mew that you could get for going to watch the
Yeah.
film?
Yeah.
So I'd have
Everyone
all
thinks
those
that,
like kind of
yeah.
cards, and I just never want to search what they were worth because they all ended up in the bin
They're-
at some point.
no,
So sad.
That Mew one, I think, is shit. I think,
It's
isn't it?
so common, yeah.
yeah, everyone could get them, but like,
But if in PSA 10, it's pretty decent.
Is it?
Depends how you keep it, yeah.
What do you think that'd be worth? PSA 10, one of them Mews.
I think it's like 100, 200 maybe.
that's considering you just had to go to the cinema
Yeah.
to
As
watch
a-
something
as
you
a rough-
wanted to
yeah.
watch anything.
So
Rough
anyway,
guess.
That Illustrator card you said,
Yeah.
we're kind of guessing that's the rarest one.
Mhm.
Does that mean then by default that is the most expensive card, or is there another one out there?
Well, that was the most expensive card ever sold. But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that there aren't rarer cards that haven't yet been sold publicly. that we know of. We never know. There could be like $1 million sale that no one ever knows of. It's just private. But no, yeah. So that card there was 250K. I know for a fact that someone called Scott SM Pratt, he owns a higher grade of that card. So that that card could be worth more than that one. Wow. It's a higher grade. Like one's like a 9, one could be a 10, etc. But it's very dependent on, like I say, the condition. Yeah. So it's a weird thing. But
what's the most expensive card you own?
I was thinking about this on the way here because I knew you were going to ask.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because the way I collect is once I've got a card, I don't really look at the value anymore. I mainly look at the cards I don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I'll research the price of the cards I don't have because I know I have to buy it. Whereas when I've got it, I just don't care anymore because I'm not going to sell it. So
I was going to say, do you have a rough idea of what your collection's worth?
I wish I could talk about it. I bought a big collection recently, but I can't talk about it right now.
Well, how come you can't talk about it?
I'll have to tell after the podcast. All
right. Okay.
It's a weird. Yeah. I just can't talk about it. But it was a very big purchase, and that was like 12 grand or something,
right,
for like a whole set. But I think collectively it's probably like 20K or something. 20K.
What for your set?
My collection, yeah. But if you don't know, the prices have absolutely soared recently because of COVID.
Have they?
They've tripled. Like cards have tripled in price. It was weird. At the point where COVID started happening, we all thought it was going to drop. We thought, okay, it's over now. Hang up our coats. The cards are going to be worth nothing. So we thought people are going to be losing their jobs. People are going to be needing money. They need to sell their cards off. But it just didn't happen. I think the reason it didn't happen, I think anyone who can afford these cards, like £2,000, £3,000, aren't really affected by COVID anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. And I think people were listing. First of all, PSA got shut down in California, so you couldn't send cards or in the back. So the supply dried up a little bit.
Yeah.
So it just got weird, man. People were just spending. I think just cards were getting listed and they were just selling for that amount.
Wow.
And the way the Pokemon hobby works is whatever the last card sold on eBay is a perceived value, even if it's not. So you get a lot of shield bidders as well. So you get, you list a card up. I'm your mate. I'll go and bid that for loads of money. And now the next person selling that card will look at the last sold on eBay and they'll now count that as a price.
Really?
It can be really bad, yeah.
Wow, sneaky.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm fascinated by it. So we've got some packs here.
Yeah.
I picked them up on the way. Can you explain what these ones are?
These are Sword and Shield base sets. So the brand new game, Generation 8 Sword and Shield. This is the first set from that new expansion. So this is the first set. We're now on set 3.
Right.
Set 3 is about to come out in August.
And does that, when you say set, does that mean there'll be new Pokemon you can get or different artwork?
Yeah, for sure. Each set will be a
completely different Pokemon.
Can you still get some of the classics in these?
Yeah.
Oh, what? So I could get Pikachu in this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited
I'm not sure
now.
Pikachu is pretty much in every set at this point.
Right.
Sneaky little Pikachu.
and do the cards, are the cards always based off of the latest game?
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
but you will you will get cards in there that aren't even in the games.
Really?
Because I don't know if everyone knows about the controversy on the new games. They actually didn't bring back the national decks. So in every Pokemon game, you'll play with the game, and then once you beat the Elite Four and complete it, you can then have any other Pokemon in the game. Like new one will start appearing in the grass and stuff. You can trade them in. On Sword and Shield, they have a set amount of Pokemon, and you can't get some of the old Pokemon in the game anymore.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of Pokemon research. I used to love the TV show.
Yeah.
And at the end, you'd get the Poke Rap.
Yeah.
And someone had uploaded a new version of it where they did the Poke Rap, but they just had to keep cutting out Pokemon that had now just been wiped from the game.
So, because I've got Sword and Shield,
Yeah.
the game, I've not played it as much. Basically, to get back into it, I had loads of years out. That's why my knowledge isn't great. But the first gen, I know all of them.
Yeah.
But I went back.
You play Let's Go, don't you?
Yeah. So I played Let's Go over Sword and Shield.
Mm-hmm.
But so what are you saying? So once you complete the decks, sorry.
Yeah.
It then unlocks more, does it?
Yeah, so usually you'll have a new game, and obviously there are new Pokemon in that game.
Yeah.
So they'll focus on those new Pokemon rather than the old ones. They will put a few old Pokemons in there just to make up the scenery and stuff. But at the end of the day, you have this game with the certain amount of Pokemon. Then when you beat the Elite Four or you complete the Pokedex or whatever, once you complete the game, it'll then unlock more Pokemon that you either can catch in the grass or you can just trade from old games.
Oh, right.
On the new one, they have a set dex now, 400 Pokemon. Any new Pokemon, any Pokemon that aren't in that dex, you can't get.
Why'd they do that?
I think the reason they did that is because a lot of people think it's because they didn't finish the models of the Pokemon in time, which could be true because they went from the DS to the Switch.
Yeah.
So I had to improve a little bit with the models, which they didn't do actually. The models are the same, just HD now or better res or whatever.
Right.
But I think it's getting ridiculous how many Pokemon there are now. There's 900 Pokemon.
Is there?
So to have a game that have 900 Pokemon there and then, it can be a bit much.
Will that not be a pack? Will they not a downloadable thing?
They put an expansion pack out.
Yeah.
which was called the Isle of Armor, which brought a lot of new Pokemon in,
Yeah.
200 more, and then they're dropping the Crown Tundra at the end of this year. They're also going to drop 200 more Pokemon in.
Right, and
So
then
a lot of people think it's because they're trying to market and make more money, which
Probably.
probably could be true.
Yeah.
But you never know.
would you then go back and play the game and get the new ones when they're on?
Yeah, I go when the new one comes out. I go hard. I think I did like 12-hour streams back to back when it came out.
What, the pack?
Yeah, completed like the Pokedex in like a day.
Fucking hell! So if you've completed the Pokedex and you've completed the game,
Yeah.
when you run about on the game now, what's your aim?
Well, I play like competitive Pokemon, so I'll try and breed Pokemon competitively, like with the IVs and the EVs and stats and that.
This fascinates me.
Yeah.
Like, do you know much about this?
No.
So Randolph actually enters tournaments. I saw a video on your channel. Did you go to Sweden?
Yeah, I was fuming, man, because I went to a tournament in I can't remember the place now. They're going to be mad at me. 3 hours away, some random town in UK to play like a little small tournament, official one but small. And then I flew to Malmo in Sweden to play in like a regional. It's called. It's like a really big tournament. You can get points that then will allow you to go to the World Championship and compete in the World Finals.
Where's that?
That's in London.
Wow.
So this year it was in London, but it got cancelled because of COVID.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be in London
So
next
are
year.
these battling tournaments?
Yeah, so you battle on trading card as well. So the tournaments will be VGC, which is video game championships, TCG, which is trading card game. They also have Pokemon Go now. There's actually an official like league of Pokemon Go you can battle in, and they also play I think it's Pokken. It's like it's like a Street Fighter type game where you play with Pokemon.
So did you go for both?
I went for the video game.
Video game one.
Yeah.
Is it, how do they rank that? Is it like you're only allowed certain levels? Like because you can get the tournaments within the game, can't you?
Yeah, you can't use legendary Pokemon unless they allow you to. But in this restriction, you can't use legendaries. You can't use more than one item. It's certain things that doesn't really matter unless you play it.
I used to always think that the battling was very basic, so it was like so it's like water beats fire, like all of this kind of stuff, and it was almost. I was trying to work out how the game determines it, like if you look at the data, and I used to always think it was like a rock paper scissors format. So it's like, okay, well this time the move missed, or this time it was super effective, and I used to think it was almost random.
Right.
When you build a team, what are you looking for to make sure your team beats Stevie's team?
So a lot of teams will be themed as well. So sometimes you have like a rain team where you'll have one Pokemon with the ability Rain Dance or something like that, where when you put that Pokemon onto the battlefield, it'll start raining.
Yeah. And
then you'll have another Pokemon with an ability called Swift Swim. Like in the rain, it doubles its speed. So you'll have teams that are themed around that. You have like sun teams. So like and obviously if you're in the rain, water attacks do more damage. If you're in the sun, fire attacks do more damage, stuff like that.
Oh wow!
Or in the sun, like grass Pokemon have got an ability where they move twice as fast. So there are a lot of teams that are themed around types or like abilities. So on a rain team, you're obviously gonna have more water type Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then obviously you're gonna be weak to electric or grass or anything. So then the other Pokemon will be then capable of taking out those Pokemon, your threats. So you have to literally balance what you're weak to, and then put Pokemon in that strong to whatever you're weak to.
Fucking hell.
Stuff like that,
There's a lot of like science that goes on.
It's actually one of the most like, it's so hard. It's really really like complicated when it boils down to it, because you have like battle damage calculators, So each move has like an amount of damage it does.
Yeah.
So like 80 damage. If you use an attack that is the same type of your Pokemon, so if you're a Charizard and you use Flamethrower, that attack will do 1.5 times more damage. So that's called same type attack bonus, like a stab move.
There's so much.
Yeah. And then
it's not random.
No.
Then like critical hits and stuff like that. Critical hits are random. There's a certain amount of chance that, you'll get a critical hit. But again, it's not random, it's just
a percentage.
Yeah.
I watched one of those videos where you were in the tournament, and there was something that happened where you had a 1 in 100 chance of losing.
Yeah.
And that happened.
So I had a move called Pyro Ball, which is a 90% chance of hitting, which is not good. In Pokemon, that's not good, because you will miss 10% of the time.
Yeah.
So I put an item on it, which adds it by a certain, I can't remember what it was, a certain percentage, it increases the accuracy.
Yeah.
And that it increased it to 99%.
Yeah.
So literally 1 out of 100 that I'll miss. And I literally missed in the final attack on the Pokemon that I was battling.
And if you'd have hit him, you'd have won.
I'd have won, yeah. So I was faster than his Pokemon. I was a Cinderace. He had an Excadrill. If I hit him with this Powerball, it would have knocked him out, and it missed, and he won the battle.
Oh my god!
And I think if I had one more battle, one more win in that record thing, I would have got like top cut and made it to like the qualifying or the knockout stage in that tournament.
Is your aim to get to the Worlds then?
Yeah, it was my aim until they cancelled all the tournaments.
But next year?
Next year I'll try. Yeah.
Do you think you will be able to?
if I dedicate myself, I will be able to. But then I also got to think about like my music, and then I just do so much stuff at the minute. It's hard to focus on it all.
Rap and Pokemon battles. That is quite a contrast. But yeah, anyway, we've got some cards here.
Yeah.
The ones that you described.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a pack battle.
Let's go.
Because this is what I like watching on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's going to be somewhat confusing because we probably won't know the Pokemon.
True. So I could fake the whole thing.
You could, but I think you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see what happens. So, do you want to take your pick?
Go on.
What are you looking for? What are you looking at when you look at this?
Right now, I'm not getting anything.
No, but like,
Oh,
what
okay.
would you like if you can actually choose what one are you going for?
Isn't Lapras on one of those?
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
No, it don't matter.
Don't matter. I don't want to be a dick, but it just doesn't matter.
Because I remember you were saying you did something with Simon, and you was like, oh, it's that.
Oh yeah, so like in this set, I don't really have a favorite, but in the set that I was opening with Simon, there was a Charizard on the front of one pack, a Mew on the other, Mewtwo, and then a Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, like trio.
Yeah.
And Mewtwo would always dick me over, man. Like he would
Right.
never give me good cards in the packs. So I made like a meme on my channel that I don't like getting his packs, but this one I'm not really.
I remember doing that
Sorry.
when I was younger, going to get these from the shops. You'd see them and go. You'd say to the person behind it, "Can I have that one?
Yeah.
The one with Venusaur on the front."
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
And there you
thanks.
go.
I want to say as well, while I'm on a podcast and we've got a bit of exposure, anyone who has got collections of cards they want to sell and make money on, message me.
Yeah.
On
And
Instagram.
you'll buy
I
them.
will literally buy them.
So how without giving away your secrets, how do you make profit when you buy so many cards?
Well,
are you just waiting for the big rare ones that you can sell?
Yeah, no, I won't sell them. So like for my collection, in terms of like the rare cards and the old cards that I want to grade in PSA 10, I won't sell them anymore because I've sold so many in the past that like literally, if I think about it, I will be depressed. Like it actually brings like I could cry of the cards I sold.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's a period where when Pokemon Go came out.
Yeah.
That's when Pokemon started booming again.
Yeah.
And that's when a lot of people went into their old collections to check if how much they're worth.
Yeah.
Including me. I was like, I've got some sick cards. What they're worth, and I found out they were actually worth quite a bit. So what I did was I sent them off to PSA, certain cards. I had a Shadowless Charizard. So in the base set, there were different things. You've got first edition, which you probably know about. Then you've got one without the first edition symbol. So first edition, then you've got unlimited. But you've also got one called Shadowless, which has no shadow on the border. It was a small print run where it didn't have a shadow on one of the sides. And it's known as now the Shadowless Charizard. So I went through my collection and I had one, and it looked good. So I sent it to PSA, and it came back a PSA 9. I was like, oh my God, it became a PSA 9. At that time there, I was just engaged with Laura, and we were about to get married. So we were trying to save up for the wedding. And I sold the card for £400. And that PSA 9 now is worth like $3,000.
Oh, fuck.
And especially after COVID, it's gone even higher. So it's not that. The reason I'm upset is because why did I sell it?
Yeah.
I would pay double for that one because I packed that one as a kid. That was my card that I took out of a pack.
Yeah.
So now I'm just heartbroken that I sold that card.
So if you could get that exact card back.
Yeah. So luckily it's got a code number on it, a serial number.
Yeah.
So I've made it known what that serial number is. So if anyone ever has it,
You'll
let me
pay
know. I'll
over
pay
the odds
over
for
the
it.
odds. But it's just so annoying. Like, why would I sell that? Because to be fair, at the time, I did need to pay for my wedding.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes in life you got to understand like what brings you joy.
Yeah.
But also, again, if I didn't sell that card and I wasn't so hurt by it, I wouldn't realize how much I treasure my collection now.
Exactly.
So yeah, I've learned from that.
Fair play. I want to see your collection one day.
Yeah,
Invite me round and
Well,
I'll get.
Yeah, with profit though, I do now sell cards. So I sell cards on my website now. So
Yeah.
I've got like an agreement with the suppliers. where
Oh.
I do sell packs. So that's one way I make profit, just by selling packs.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah. So
Fair
you
play.
should let me know. I could have brought like boxes. I could have brought you a booster box.
Right, let's open it. And
Let's go.
what are we looking for? Are we looking for a shiny? Is it that simple?
Yeah, it's like a V card now. So like a full art, a secret rare can get as well.
Right.
But before you open them, though, I'll show you the way to open them.
Yeah.
You know. So
Okay.
take this. First of all, don't look at the color of your code card.
Okay.
So I've seen that you both got green code cards. So I
Right.
can already tell you haven't got a shiny, or you haven't. Yeah.
Really?
What have I got? Okay, I've got the white one.
Oh,
So I've got something good.
have you?
Yeah. So now what you do is you flip it around all the other cards. So keep them, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where the cameras are. And take 4 across.
That's your one.
That's my one. Okay.
Yeah.
4 across.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, put them on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we could guess the energy if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah.
So what energy do you think I've got?
Fairy energy.
Doesn't exist.
I'm gonna go grass.
Grass. They took it out, man.
Did they?
I made a hoodie on it.
Yeah.
Fucking took it out.
Electric.
All right, I'm gonna go with water.
Oh, you got it. He's a Pokemon master, I tell you.
I am
Right.
actually.
You said grass, Stevie. Hold
Yeah.
it up.
That's
Oh.
metal. Steel.
Metal. And
Yeah.
I said electric.
That's a
Did it
Pokemon.
wrong,
What have you done?
Check the nightmare in.
See what I work with.
I held that up. I've got a Pharaoh seed.
Ferroseed, yeah.
Never heard of it. A shit one, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It evolves into one of the best Pokemon in terms of competitive.
So I went 1, 2, 3. That one 4.
No.
No.
Oh, you do 4 and then the next
4
one.
and then you turn it.
So,
So you've put 3. So you need to
Put
do.
that at the back.
No, you need to do 2 more.
I don't know how you've done anymore.
Do 2 more.
2, 3,
No.
4. That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. Got it. So that's the energy.
No, because you haven't pushed anything to the bottom. You just showed us a
Okay.
Goldie.
Right,
Right,
anyway, go through your pack.
Right.
Let's
So I've
go.
got a Goldeen,
Yep.
Rosalia,
Yep.
Joltik,
These are classics.
Yep.
Silicobra.
Yep.
That one's got some like foil on it. I
It's a
think.
reverse hollow. That's called a reverse hollow.
Is that shit?
In every pack, you get a reverse hollow. But what is it though?
Team Yell Grunt.
It's not great.
Wimmiscott,
Whimsicott.
Kingler, Rhydon. That looks cool.
Rhydon's a classic one.
It was a grass energy.
Oh.
But if for anyone's still wondering,
Yeah.
Ferroseed and a Palpad.
Okay.
That's shit pack, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Right. Okay. Would any of that be worth anything?
No. In my bundle of 100,
Yeah.
could be worth £7 at the end of the day.
Okay.
Now that I've done this correctly, do I need to turn these in any
No.
specific way?
No, you're
Can I
good.
just
You're
go
good. You're
through?
good now. Yeah.
Okay, I've got also Team Yell Grunt.
Right.
You
What,
had
oh, what
that,
the- is
but
But
that
not a reverse hollow.
Yeah,
No.
mine was a reverse.
I got a
hollow,
wank
so
version of it.
Fuck yourself.
Hitmonlee, what a legend.
That's actually great. I love the design. on
Can
that.
you hold
Classic.
hold him up to the camera?
Hitmonlee. Look at that for a card. What a classic.
Mm.
So Salazzle?
Yep.
So,
Salazzle. what a
is
name.
My
the-
brother calls that Vajazzle.
is that not? Is he not going to get a shiny then? You know that because
Yeah.
of the color of the code card.
Yeah. When I'm doing videos, you don't show that side because you just spoils it for yourself.
Oh, so,
Oh.
all right. I'm going to chuck it away when I get it next.
Okay. Is it Chin Chow? Chen Chu?
Yep.
What
Yeah.
a classic. Diglett.
Nice. I
I've
like
got some
Diglett.
real.
Diglett
Yeah.
is a classic. Yeah.
I got the same as you. Ferroseed.
Yeah.
Goldeen as well. We've been mugged off here with these packs.
Yeah, we have. Rosalia.
I've got the same pack
Mate,
as Jack.
this is what I realised when I watched Randolph open loads.
Yeah.
The common cards, mate, come up loads. Like,
Well,
you- in
they
a-
are common.
yeah, but like you'll get like Rosalia like
yeah.
50 times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get excited. I got whatever that is, a Cramorant.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a reverse hollow, I believe, of the teapot.
Oh, let's have a
And
look.
it is literally called Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. That's a
Smart,
terrible
man.
name.
No, it's
So-
not.
So is that a good card or not? Nah.
It's an alright card.
No reverse hollow's good, really, is it?
You can get a good reverse hollow if you get a good card that is
So
reverse
is
hollow.
reverse hollow just when the card itself is shiny, but
Yeah, so
not the Pokemon?
In every card in the set has a reverse hollow variant. So
Okay.
to complete a master set, you'd have to get every card plus every reverse hollow. But the rare cards that you'll see on my channel, like the V cards or the GX cards, the big like artworks, you don't get reverse hollows of those.
Do you need
Oh,
any of these
wow.
cards?
No.
Will
Sorry.
you get a card in here that you need?
Maybe actually.
Really?
It's possible.
Would it still hurt you if we rip these up?
Yeah, it's just disrespectful. That's why I've got my new set. I'm going to do the whole, Sidemen KSI reacts to my new card collection or whatever.
Yeah.
And Laura was like, don't show JJ because he'll rip it. But I was at the point, I was like, he won't rip it because I literally said to him, like, either I will stab you
Yeah.
if you do, or you have to pay me like 100k or something
Yeah.
to rip that card because
He probably would pay you that.
he probably would pay me that just to do
There you go.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
But
Right.
again, it's still like, I'd rather take the card. It's weird. I'd take the card than the money.
Really?
Because like, that's one card that's gone now at the world. And
Yeah.
that card could be, by the way, the one I'm talking about could be worth like $8,000 on its own.
Fair.
It's like, I know, obviously, technically, I could go and buy one for that much money, but end of the day, you're like reducing the circulation of the card. Which is sad.
Because they can't go back and print old ones, can
But
they?
No.
does that make it more valuable for the other owners?
It does. Yeah.
Cool.
Right, so I've got a Water Energy.
Yeah.
I've got a Aurora Energy. Dubwool. And by the way, the last card will be a good one here.
Will it?
Yeah.
I'm so
Quillfish.
giddy.
Mudbray. Hoot Hoot, classic.
That is
Gen
a
2.
classic.
Pincurchin. Not so
Don't know
classic. Vulpix.
Vulpix.
A nice little Vulpix here. We have a Nickit, which is a new one. We have a Reverse Hollow Metal Saucer, which is actually a really good card in the game, like in the TCG. It's a
Yeah.
good card. And the final card is
Oh.
we got a Hollow Rillaboom.
Is that good?
So that's one of the starters.
Oh,
One of
okay.
the starters from this new gen. I should have brought sleeves.
Oh, so that's like getting Blastoise.
Well, Venusaur.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant
You
it.
idiot.
I meant it as in just like the final
no,
evolution of a
Yeah.
Fuck off, guys.
Okay, right now this is why I got us 2 packs each because it's like I want to know. Like now we know what we're doing. We've
Yeah.
got to do it.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what you're doing?
nah.
So don't look at the code card, okay?
Okay.
The back of it. You
Where
go
is
front
the
of it.
code card?
I'll show you.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you open
It's
it.
so hot in here that I'm struggling to open them. Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm just looking
right.
around.
So it's on top.
Right. So look at me. Right. So you do this.
Okay.
Put it down.
Oh right.
So you can see the code. Just don't look at the back of it.
So if I pull it out, is it going to be
Like that.
facing me?
No. Just look at the cards. The front of the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then slide the back one out, but don't look at the bottom of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then just put it on the table.
Yeah.
And now we turn it around
Now
and
we
do
turn it around.
4.
Yeah. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
hold 4
I'm
cards.
so sorry to the audio listeners today. Like, this is a very visual episode.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we're reading them out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
We do 4 and then put those 4 at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Energy again, is it?
Randolph, why don't you start?
Okay, I'm gonna go lightning.
What?
How are you doing that?
What?
He's got both of them right. Go
Oh,
on, what are
doesn't
you
it-
going?
I'm gonna go lightning as well.
Right. I'm
Oh,
gonna,
for God's sake, I actually got grass this time.
I'm gonna go rock.
How has he done it? How has he done it again?
Oh,
I don't understand.
How
that.
are you
Rock-
this incapable?
Rock's not even a tap in this trading card either.
You didn't even tell me. You let me do it. Right. Show me your cards, Randolph.
Right,
What you
okay.
got now?
I've got lightning energy.
Yeah.
I've got Galvantula. See, now it's fun because I don't know if I've got a good pack.
Right. Yeah.
Air balloon. Pokey Kid. That was me one day. Grookey. Shelder.
Yeah. Old school. OG.
Morwile. Gen 3. Galarian Ponyta. So the
Okay.
Galarian form.
Yeah, that looks
So-
pretty cool.
It's a
Yeah.
fairy type, not a fire type.
Yeah.
Sobble.
Yeah.
Starter. We have a reverse hollow Corviknight.
Okay.
Corvisquire, sorry, the middle gen.
If there's a reverse hollow 1 before the end, does that mean your last one's more likely to be better?
No, there's always reverse hollow.
Oh, okay.
If you do the trick that I show you, the 4,
Yeah.
you'll always
It'll
get a
always be
reverse
that way.
hollow, and then you'll get the rare card. And my final card is a Inteleon hollow.
Is that good?
So that's again another starter. So that's like Blastoise.
There we go.
Oh wow.
As if he's had 2 solid decks.
Yeah.
Inteleon hollow.
Yeah.
Now we just need one of us to get the Charizard.
Good condition. PSA 10, perhaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on, Stevie.
Okay. I got the grass.
Yep.
Energy. I've got one. That looks like the evolution of the other
That's,
one we got.
Yeah, Ferrothorn.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Mhm.
Nice.
Ferrothorn. Raboot.
Nice.
A Lumberry.
Nice.
Is that
It's a good item in the game.
See, I don't know any of these Pokemon.
a Tootle? I've not heard of a single. Rhyhorn? Did you get
Nice.
Rhydon in yours?
Maybe I can't remember.
A Rookidee.
Mm-hmm.
What a name. Krabby. You
Yeah.
got Kingler.
Yeah.
I'm
big
getting the
up-
shit versions of yours. Grookey.
Yep.
Reverse
Silicobra.
hollow Silicobra. Did you get one? I swear someone else had that.
Uh,
And a wanky Whimsicott.
One of the best Pokemon in the VGC in the tournaments.
What-
What is it?
Whimsicott.
Whimsicott.
Wow.
It's got an ability called Prankster, which allows its status moves to go first.
I love that you know everything. Do you know everything about every Pokemon?
I know I don't.
Do you not?
Because that's what I'm saying. I
There
know
are
a
like
lot, but
900.
it's so hard that there's other people who are better than me, of course. Like
Fair.
world champions. It's like chess, literally. The game's like chess and poker. There's a lot of bluffing involved.
I might try and learn.
You should learn it. It's really fun.
I've got Wooloo.
Yep.
Sobble.
Yep.
Pink
Urchin.
Bill Bug.
Blipbug.
Blipbug. Rhyhorn. Same
Oh.
one. Yeah. Baltoy.
Okay, so your next card's going to be your rare, even though it's not your last.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, no, it's not. Sorry, guys.
So, psychic
Because he
energy.
did it in the wrong order.
Aurora energy. Oh, come on. Ferrothorn. Come on.
I got that.
Crushing hammer looks shit. And then
There you go.
Stone Journey. Is that my rare
It's your
one?
rare.
Is that terrible?
Yeah.
So who won? Who got the? You got the better packs, didn't you? Both
Twice.
times. Wow, you truly are a Pokemon master,
Thank you, guys.
Randolph.
Thank you.
I think we'll leave it there. I've had fun today.
I'll send you a box one day for one of
Yeah.
your channels. You just open boxes.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'll
I'd
send you
absolutely
sleeves and a
love.
binder and everything.
Where can people check you out, mate?
Pokeran.net.
Yeah,
Go on there to check my store out.
yeah,
Because to be fair, people might enjoy opening cards more than watching me open cards.
yeah.
So
Maybe.
go there first. But my channel's just Randolph Pokemon.
Lovely stuff. I thoroughly recommend it. I've had a lot of fun today, mate.
It's been
Thanks
fun,
for coming
man.
on.
And that's my main channel in my head, by the way.
What was it?
That's my main channel, Randolph Pokemon.
Yeah, I love it, mate. I
Screw
love
the
it.
music.
There you go. You can keep them, mate.
you go.
You can keep
Thanks.
them. Put them in your 70, 700.
All
How
right.
many did you sell? 70.
I was going to say, yeah, he's
100.
going to sell these online.
I might not because I've got no way to take. I've got a pocket. That's all I've got.
You got a what?
I've got a pocket. I didn't
What?
bring a bag.
Oh, you're worried about damaging them. They're shit ones though, aren't they?
Yeah, but still.
What is the best card we got today?
You'll have
one of
the
his.
Rillaboom. Actually, I think the Rillaboom over the Inteleon. Although they're both good in like the TTG, but I think
Wow.
value-wise probably the same.
How much each?
I'd be like £3-4.
Wait,
You could probably. I don't know. I don't know the current value, but you
Yeah.
could probably make your money back on those.
Oh wow, fair enough.
Well,
there you go.
Back.
The first guest I've paid to come on in the £6 Pokemon cards.
There you go.
Right, absolute pleasure.
Do you,
thank you.
I know what you like. You're going to end it. Every other guest you've asked.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we always finish on a question now for Series 4. Randolph, what is the meaning of life?
I think to just live. I think.
I thought you were going to say to catch them all.
That's another situation.
Ask
Like
him
the
again.
Meaningless
Yeah.
situation. Fuck.
All right.
Ask him again.
All right, ready? Randolph, what is the meaning of life?
To catch them all.
See you next week, guys. This has been Jack Makes Happy Hour. Bye.
Bye.